Same thing, I spent a lot of time being like, oh man, if I was just in Nashville, or if I was just, working on the stuff that guy's working on, or anything like that. When in reality, if I was just like, no, just be patient. Like in 5 years or 6 years, like you'll be doing more than that. You'll be doing even more. But, in the moment, it's so easy to just go like, no, I'm failing, or I'm not there yet. I'm never going to get there. Like it's just not quitting. It's just patience. I mean, it's a long run. And I think people quickly forget, maybe the reality of how long they have been doing it. The people who, generally are asking those questions or like looking for the hacks or the quick ways are usually the ones who have only been doing it 1, 2, 3, 5 years. And the reality is that's just the beginning. I mean, that's just the beginning. That's not even, that's like the intro to the book. That's like reading the back half of the book. That's not even the beginning of the book yet. So, and I still tell that myself every day, because I'm not a veteran by any means, but it's still just, the most gentle reminder that I can give myself, at least, of just like, just keep going. You'll get there. Like, you're still young. You're still, it'll continue to move, because every day you're moving forward, unless you're not moving forward. I mean, that's the key, is just every day continuing to show up and do the work, and then
one step at a time. Yeah, you kind of have to like check yourself and be like, who do you think you are, man? Like, life, hopefully is not so short, and then, live in the moment, and kind of like, this is something I'm working on a lot. It's like just learning to like really love and enjoy like the moment, like not even forget even the journey. Like obviously it's a journey, but like every day is its own moment, and just kind of like breathe and be aware of that,
Sure. I mean,
and like be happy with where you are right now, and it will be different eventually, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is like time is like the biggest kind of like lens that you forget to view things through sometimes. Because I mean, the like time is always the factor that will change everything, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of part of it. I mean, another thing that really like even goes into what you're saying of like living in the moment, but I hate saying that, because, I immediately think of like YOLO and kids like jumping off buildings now, because, they're like, oh, I'm living in the moment. Like, that's not...
I mean it in the opposite of that.
No, I know, exactly, but...
yeah.
I read a book, and it's called A New Earth, and it's one of those totally like self-enlightenment, like self-help book sort of thing. So it's a little heady, and, might ruffle some religious feathers here and there, but it's really good, and it really changed my mindset on just life in general. I mean, even to go back to before we got on this podcast, you and I were talking just about, you saying how you feel like, I'm a routined and scheduled person, and kind of have maybe, more am farther along, quote unquote, than, maybe some other people in my ways. And really that book did a lot for me in that thinking, just because it is about that sort of like ego versus like actual now versus past and present and future. So, and that has nothing to do with music or art in any way, but just in becoming a better person mentally. So, yeah, I mean, I think
cool,
that's
man.
all part of it.
Shoot me a link. I'll pop that in the show notes.
Yeah, I will do that.
Worth.
Yeah, really good book. I recommend that to everybody who's kind of, just interested in bettering themselves, because in bettering yourself, you better every part of your life, in understanding, yourself and how to carry yourself.
Cool.
Everything gets better. So that's my
dope. So how can the audience find out a bit more about you?
Yeah, I mean, I got a website. I have Instagram. I use Instagram a lot. I'm a big Instagram guy. I'm on Facebook, just Josh Bonanno. If you search that, I'll be
cool.
Be right at the top of Google for you. My name you probably won't spell right, so just follow the link in your
I have it spelled right on my Logic session, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it.
Perfect.
And if I don't, then I will change it immediately and apologize profusely. So
I'll call you out. I'll blacklist blacklist the podcast.
Nice. Well, your first name is very easy to spell, so I'm definitely
the only
going to
problem is there's a lot of Joshes in the world, though. You're not gonna find me from that.
We'll get the Instagram links down pat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Dude.
Awesome, man.
Thanks for having me on this, man. It's a lot of fun.
Really, thank you for joining me. This was like a super thoughtful and enjoyable conversation.
Yeah,
so,
thanks.
Yeah, man. Have a great day.
Cool. You too, dude.
Peace.
Later.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Secret Sonics. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Josh as much as I did. If you enjoyed this episode or any of our other episodes, I would really appreciate it if, first of all, you would send it to a friend or two. And also, if you could go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review, that would really help us. In addition to that, you could find us on social media. Just search for Secret Sonics. And you could write to me, as always, at secretsonics@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great week and dig in. Bye-bye.